Thank you guys. Thank you for being here this Sunday with us. For those of you that don't know, my name's Athena, and I will be leading our Sunday service this morning. So welcome. Again, we are looking for a graphic designer. So if that is in your wheelhouse and you're interested in volunteering some time with us, reach out. So to just get us started, a little bit about Psanctuary Church for those who may not have joined us before. Psanctuary is a 508c1a faith-based organization. Psilocybin mushrooms as a sacrament just to divinity. It is our sincere belief that the consumption of psilocybin-containing mushrooms is a communion, which brings us closer to what is commonly called God. We understand this concept as pure consciousness, which permeates all being. This pure consciousness is, we believe, the ineffable source of creation and the origin of health and well-being. Our faith in sacred mushrooms stems from prehistorical use by our ancestors and perseverances of our modern members. It is our belief that psilocybin-containing mushrooms are one of the greatest sacraments that nature offers, raising our awareness so that we can access a direct connection to the source of life. We should not be mistaken for a medical or therapeutic organization. We strongly encourage anyone facing trauma recovery or mental health issues to work in conjunction with a psychiatrist, psychologist, or accredited therapist. Our objective is to help you in reconnecting with the universal source of your own divine. As we get ready for today's service, we ask that you mute your mics if muted already. We want to let you know this meeting is being recorded, which if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach privately. A portion of this service, we will invite you to journal. So now is a good time to grab a notebook and pen if you'd like to participate in that. Please do, if for you, find a comfortable space where you can relax and be present for the service. The service portion of our gathering is around 30 minutes of silent participation on your, during which time we'll begin with a short meditation. We'll read which the church has adopted as our acknowledgement of oneness with all that is, litany of gratitude. A reading from a text, current 1 Thinketh, along with an opportunity to journal your thoughts around the reading. A reading from a text, the Tao Te Ching, and after that, we'll bring the official service to a close. From there, we'll move into an optional discussion period led by Eric today, which we've allowed an hour and a half for this portion, noon Eastern, and do invite you to participate if you've called. With that, I will officially open our service this morning. Welcome and thank you for joining Psanctuary Community and Celebration. As we begin our statement of faith, we recognize that this statement does not exhaust the full extent of our faith. We believe that sacred mushrooms are a primary source of personal and divine revelation. We seek counsel from the mushroom to find direction and inspiration in our faith practice, and we believe that all individuals who seek true revelation from divinity can do so. Now invite Courtney to lead us in our meditation this morning.
Hey, Athena, I'm going to take this.
Court, yeah. I knew this, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Courtney's she's going to hang with the kids this morning. So good morning, everyone. I was considering, as I was walking around this morning, looking for our sacred mushrooms, what meditation to bring into this circle. And what I'd like to introduce to you all, some of you know through the coaching that we've done, talked a little bit about, is a very simple meditation that is often very challenging to feel really successful at. So with that, I want to just say first and foremost, take off any pressure and we're just going to kind of approach this really really lightheartedly and playfully, because that's ultimately what the meditation is designed to lead us to. This is a meditation that's called the inner smile. And what we do in this meditation is we focus on the sensation of the smile, and not necessarily the physical smiling of the mouth, but where it is primarily concentrated is in our eyes. And for a lot of us, this is a challenging concept to initially approach. But if you just spend a minute thinking about just sitting with what it feels like when you're really smiling, and when someone else is really smiling at you, it doesn't show up in their mouth. It really shows up in the eyes. And just as a small last little theoretical uh, point to bring into this from the experience with the mushrooms, it's been revealed to myself and others that we are not just receiving information through our eyes, but we are sending information through our eyes in the form of light. And we have these metaphors. We talk about the light in someone's eyes. And that's really what this is referring to. That's when this spirit of ours, this thing that's actually running our bodies, is really experiencing freedom and really experiencing joy, experiencing that actualized self. And then that ultimately what we're all really trying to get to here is trying to become our fullest embodied potential, which is a joyful self, which knows that everything that happens for our benefit. Evolution, life is always working in its own favor. So as you start this meditation, you may find some uncomfortable things come up. You may find worries that start to arise. I really invite you to just smile into those worries. Sounds counterintuitive, but everything that happens to us in life is happening to teach us a lesson, to help us grow and help us become our fullest potential. And so realizing that we can smile into every circumstance. So this is something you'll be able to carry through with you for the day, through the week. It's a practice that I try to come back to. It can actually physically rejuvenate your body. It's such a powerful but simple practice. So I'm going to set a timer just for 5 minutes. If you just close your eyes and settle into yourself, you might want to just kind of wiggle around and shake out any energy that's there. With the power of your awareness, start at the base of your spine. Just bring your awareness to the base of your spine and really breathe into that. When you breathe out, just sink into that base of your spine. And then with our in-breaths, start to bring our awareness up. Bring your awareness up through your spine, up through your abdomen. Just kind of scan your whole torso as you rise up. You may feel yourself starting to sit up straighter. Just really pay attention. You may feel almost can be like a swelling coming up through your body, up between your shoulder blades. With every breath out, just allow that awareness to sink in deeper to wherever it is. As it rises up through your system, bringing it up through your neck, Bring your awareness into your head, into your skull. Take your awareness into your eyes. Become aware of how they feel. Without intention, they're generally neutral. When you're here in your eyes, think of a memory, something that brings a smile to your face. Maybe it's a family member, maybe it's an experience, maybe it's an accomplishment, maybe it's doing nothing, maybe it's just sitting on the edge of a lake watching ducks. Really try to feel the energy of that smiling sensation and feel it in your eyes. You can smile with your mouth, it's okay. And even more value is try to radiate that smile through your eyes. Maybe already some of those distracting thoughts are coming in. Just smile into them. They're okay. Just let them pass. Remember how good it feels to smile and smile at someone and they smile back at you. Get distracted, just keep coming back to that pleasant thought. We smile at other people and they smile back at us. You know, that's an energy that we transfer. We can take this energy, we can share it with other people. Another powerful use of this energy that we gather is to radiate it into our own being, into our own bodies, and smile into various parts of our bodies, maybe where we're feeling aches and pains and discomfort. Just smile at it and love it. It's all here to teach us something. We're all here to teach each other. We are just consciousness reflecting off of itself through each other. Something wonderful to smile about. We're getting ready to come out of this now and just try to really seal it. Take that sensation of the smile in your eyes. Really try to burn that into your eyes. Really feel it today. Carry that smile with you in your eyes and everyone that you see and everything that you encounter, and know that this life is such an amazing gift that is always, always, always working, helping, leading us to our higher self. When you're ready, bring yourself out. Bring that smile out into the rest of us here. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. We'll now go into our litany of gratitude, and I do invite you to unmute your mics if you'd like, and join me when I say we live in all things live in us. We live by the sun, we feel by the moon, we move by the stars. We live in all things.
All things
live in us.
live in us.
We eat from the earth, we drink from the rain, we breathe of the air. We live
in all things.
All
All things
things
live in
live in
us.
us.
We call to each other, we listen to each other, our hearts deep with love and compassion. We live
in
in
all
things.
things.
all things.
All things
live in us.
live in us.
We depend on the trees and animals. We depend on the earth. Our minds open with wisdom and insight. We live in
all
things.
all
All
things.
things live in us.
Live in us.
We dedicate our practice to others. We include all forms of life. We celebrate the joy of living and dying. We live in all
things.
all
All
things.
things live in
us.
live in
us.
We are full of life. We are full of death. We are grateful for all beings and companions. Thank you, everyone. If you'd resume your mute. And I invite Brian to lead us in our next reading.
Good morning, everyone. As one thinketh, chapter 2. We do not attract that which we want, but that which we are. The divinity that shapes our ends is in ourselves. It is our very self. We are manacled only by ourselves. Thoughts and actions are the jailers of fate. They are also the angels of freedom. Not only what we wish and pray for do we receive, but that which we justly earn. Our wishes and prayers are only gratified and answered when they harmonize with our thoughts and visions. In the light of this truth, what then is the meaning of fighting against circumstances? It means that we are continually revolting against an effect, while all the while nourishing and preserving the cause in our heart. We are anxious to improve our circumstances, but we are often unwilling to improve ourselves and therefore remain bound. The one who does not shrink to self-crucifixion can never fail to accomplish the object upon which one's heart is set. This is as true of earthly things as it is of heavenly things. Even the one whose sole object is to acquire wealth must be prepared to make great personal sacrifices before accomplishing this objective, and how much more so the one who would realize a strong and well-poised life. Good thoughts and actions can never produce bad results. Bad thoughts and actions can never produce good results. This is but saying that nothing can come from corn but corn, nothing from nettles but nettles. We understand this law in the natural world and work with it, but few understand it in the mental and moral world.
Thank you, Brian. We'll now take about 5 minutes to reflect on this reading. And I'll set a timer. So if you have your journal and pen nearby, or if you'd like to just reflect in your mind's eye, we're going to practice thinking good thoughts. Pretend for a moment that you have access to a magic genie who will grant you 3 wishes. But these 3 wishes must be directed towards someone else or society as a whole. What wonderful things can you conjure up for the people you love in your community? We'll take 5 minutes to reflect. you'd like to begin finishing up your thoughts, move into our next reading. The paradoxical nature of life and its mysteries are best experienced through the ineffable space we find in our communion with the mushroom. For more than 2,000 years, the Tao Te Ching has provided guidance and instruction for exploring the paradox of existence. It is for this reason that we employ the Tao Te Ching as our primary sacred text and invite all to study it further as you delve deeper into the mystery of life. I'll invite Susan to help us with our next reading.
Start again. Good morning. This is from the Tao Te Ching, chapter 53. If only I had the tiniest grain of wisdom, I should walk in the great way, and my only fear would be to stray from it. The great way is very smooth and straight, and yet the people prefer devious paths. The court is very clean and well garnished, but the fields are very weedy and wild, and the granaries are very empty. They wear gorgeous clothes, they carry sharp swords, they surfeit themselves with food and drink. They possess more riches than they can use. They are the heralds of brigandage. As for Tao, what do they know about it?
Thank you, Susan. Now begin officially closing out our service today. I'm not as prepared with my announcements this morning. I know we do have a community circle that will be May 10th from 5:30 to 7:30, led by Eric. And we are working on finding more leaders in our community that would like to help provide more in-person offerings at our Broadway space. So keep an eye out for information in your email as we have more opportunities to come together. If you have enjoyed the service and or the community conversations afterwards, we would love it if you would consider making a donation to help support the efforts of the church. All donations received gratefully go toward current programs, development and implementation of new programs, and operating expenses. By donating, you help bring to reality the vision of Psanctuary Church. And for those that are not yet members, our community consists of families and individuals from all walks of life and is open to individuals from any faith or background. If you, like many others throughout history, hold these mushrooms as a sacrament for sincere and intentional spiritual practice and would like to be a part of this community, we invite you to head over to our membership application page and begin the membership process. You should see a link in the chat. I'll post that after we close out the service. Becoming a member is a 5-step process, which includes a discovery call with us. Members of Sanctuary Church have access to our growing list of integration coaches and therapists, members-only events, including sacrament opportunities, our membership portal, and our members-only Discord chat, which is a daily connection with the current community. With that, I will officially bring our service portion to a close, recognizing we've come together with intentions of service to the land and all its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world with the collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. And for those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us. As we further our conversation, please remember that all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. Much love to everyone. With that, I'll end our recording.